Hey, boy. Today I'm playing Aliens vs Predator 2 again. And as you can see, now we're in Alice. Our faithful mechanical companion of 24 years. And, before we proceed though, let's, look at our mission objective, bye. Wild Utility Briefing. The incident, bye. Appendix H. Communication logs, bye. So those Wayland Yutani folks are reading our private communications as well. Those dastardly folk they are. I think this is from our spy friend. Listen, Harrison, bye. I'm sending you down the old synthetic access system, bye. It dates from the first studies before the hive learned to tear the Sims to pieces, bye. So you mean those xenomorphs are capable of learning? Whatever next. Things just go from bad to worse. I'm pretty sure Eisenberg sent his Sims down through one of these throwaways, so the equipment ought to work, bye. I'm also copying Alana's Morissette because I was just listening to her You Ought to Know song with my It Ought to Work just then. I was wondering if you get that, Harrison, bye. If your team is heading up, they'll be coming this way, bye. If they're headed down, just hope they're headed up, bye. That seems like quite a conundrum, bye. Once you find them, head up to the surface and I'll coordinate the dropship evacuation, bye. Good luck, bye. Okay, then it's nice to know that our friend Tomiko always maintains his sense of humor, no matter how bleak things look, isn't it? I wonder if these things can actually hurt us. I'm not going to try, though. It'd be quite funny if, like, a landing beacon could hurt us, wasn't it? Oh, it does. Yes. Anyway, as you might have noticed, yes, bye, we're in Alice now. Because for 24 years I've been operating Alice, who is Alice, bye. Yes, so I doubt we're going to find a whole lot of lore now that we're in our exosuit, are we? Since we're not actually in the best kind of position to actually read lore, are we? I wonder if it's close to morning without the sky starting to look ever so slightly green. Because I do so believe, from what I can remember, baby dolls, that when it's daytime on this planet, daytime doesn't last very long, by the way, the sky ends up being a kind of jade green, you could say, Sonny Jim. Unless there's some kind of a portable generator or... well, not exactly portal, but some kind of a makeshift generator or something. Could this be like a communications mechanism? To power a radar or something? I wonder if we can actually balance on this little antenna here that's flapping in the wind on our exosuit here. Hiya! Oh yes. I bet you'd never imagine how funny this would look, seeing our big exosuit here balancing on this little pole here, or whatever it is. Say, baby dolls, I wonder if I could actually get on top of that tower from here in our exosuit. I know it seems a bit far to reach, but it is a Weyland-Yutani tower, or antenna, isn't it? And because I don't like them, and I want to show them, hey, we can crouch in this exosuit as well, because I want to show Weyland-Yutani that I'm not impressed with all the troubles, trials, and trepidations and tribulations that have caused me and my fellow Marines. I'm going to risk potentially damaging their little antenna here by jumping on top of it. Hiya! Oh, and we can still suffer fall damage while we're in this. It's a good thing we didn't damage the actual exosuit though, isn't it? Have I still got my lamp? No, it seems like I haven't. Well done. Okie dokie, baby dolls. So, can't jump up to that. But yes, okie dokie, baby dolls. Now that I've done all that there seems to be to do here, let's head down into the hive. What do you say? Have still got flares? No. And we have rather a lot of weapons in our exosuit too. We have 2 weapons on our left arm and also 2 on our right arm. Might even be 3 on our right arm from what you can see in the bottom middle of the screen there with our weapon rounds or wherever they are. Or maybe there's like 3 to each arm, 3 weapons to each arm. Oh no. Facehugger X. I don't think we're actually vulnerable to facehuggers while we're in this exosuit though, from what I can remember. So yes, let's go down to the highest platform first. And we destroy them. Yes. I mean, better to be safe than sorry, isn't it, Sonny Jim? Can we jump back up again? I guess not. Not even if we're here on the highest part, no. Still, maybe we'll find another way back up when all's said and done. Am I actually hitting it from here? Maybe I need to get closer. They look a bit different though, these eggs, than how they've looked in the past, don't they? They look bigger. So I wonder if they actually are facehugger eggs, or if they're like eggs which xenomorphs actually come out of fully grown, like what you encountered in the old Aliens arcade game, where the eggs would be pulsing inside before they hatched because of how the xenomorphs would be inside ready to hatch out and cause chaos and terror and angst to the world. That looked like a platform I could get on there, doesn't it? Shame that I've missed it. And I can't get back up, can I? I don't necessarily think so. I'm not going to try anyway. Is it just me, or does this flamethrower have a short reach to it. Anyway, I'd best rush to help my friends, hadn't I? Hey, look, there's a smaller egg down there as well. I tell you, it's a good thing the eggs appear to be empty. Also a good thing that I might not necessarily be susceptible to face huggers getting on my head and shocking on my face and shocking me. Down we go. This was a very dark and hard platform to see, wasn't it? We're going very deep down as well, aren't we? So it's to be hoped we managed to find another way up and out of here. That looks like something very alien. That passageway that we just saw. Really is a good thing that these eggs aren't full, isn't it? But while I just walked into them like that, I was wondering if I could maybe squish them under the feet of this great mech that I'm in. Can we not see the sky anymore? That's strange. You wouldn't think we'd be too far down to see the sky after all. Oh then, down we go. There's this what looks like a broken elevator shaft down here. Or maybe even a fully functional elevator. I like the whirring sounds that this exosuit makes, by the way. Oh, look, a power loader. Looks quite small and dainty compared to this that I'm in. Looks cute, as a matter of fact, compared to the one I'm in. Bodies. I'm wondering if I was right after all about these being synthetics, because of how the mission briefing said that synthetics were I don't know, made down here or just accessed a hive this way, and that's the xenomorphs weren't capable of killing them once upon a time until they learned how to deal with them eventually. And as you can see here, we have the obvious results of the xenomorphs learning how to defend themselves against the synthetic humans, the androids, you could say. I wonder if Data from Star Trek would fare any better against xenomorphs. Must be awful advantageous to not suffer from fear when you're dealing with xenomorphs, eh? And now we're on top of the elevator shaft, on the top of the elevator, but it does seem to be well and truly busted, doesn't it? Well then, let's head on up and progress. Can't believe how small this power loader is compared to our exosuit, though. Yeah. Yes, we're very low down now, baby dolls. I remember being attacked in this place. Don't think those flying things that we haven't seen in a while can hurt us though, can they? This turret won't fire at me, will it? Doesn't really seem in the greatest condition after all. Could do with it though, with the trouble that we have ahead of us. Does that flying thing helping me there? And is it just made, or do these walls look like they could almost be made of bone? Metallic looking bone, for that matter. Oh, now look what we have here. These rather creepy flying looking gigantic alien waspy wormy type things that look to have been feeding on the bodies of synthetics. Suppose you could call them pathetic synthetics, couldn't you? Since they were killed by xenomorphs despite being artificial people, as Bishop from Aliens wanted to be called, with him being a synthetic as well, Sonny Jim. Those things are definitely creepy, those big flying, wormy, waspy looking alien flying creatures. Fortunately though, they do appear to be harmless as well. So, I wonder if this is anything significant to deal with here. An elevator, and unlike the one that we saw earlier, it appears to be in working order, baby dolls. Or if it wasn't in working order before, it sure is now. Okay then, I'll just jump up onto these things and get a better vantage point of the structure as a whole. It's amazing how these bits of pieces of machinery here can withstand our exocomp jumping up and landing on top of it, isn't it? Without maybe being dented or broken or whatever. But I digress, baby dolls, I do so digress. Let's head into the elevator now. I'm not gonna fall if I just walk straight into it, am I? No. This must be some big elevator though, mustn't it? In order to fit this exosuit that I'm in within the confines of it.
This is an old survey site. They abandoned it after the POC went down. These ruins are ancient, tens of thousands of years old. They're powered by geothermal energy using incredibly sophisticated reactors. We haven't even begun to understand this technology. We know for sure that the bugs aren't indigenous to this planet, so whoever lived here must have been breeding them. Guess they ran into complications.
And Wayland Yutani haven't learned from the follies of trying to breed these xenomorphs, have they? Though it never seems to go well for anyone breeding these things. I'm trying to use something different now, but they are making... What is this? Oh... I should have used my flamethrower there, shouldn't I? Anyway, it looks like we've got synthetics here being accosted by, and now they're attacking me. Are they gonna come at me? Are those synthetic bros gonna come at me? It seemed not, so I'll try my laser on them though and see. Oh no, I think they're coming, so let's fry them. That doesn't seem to be working very well on them either. Well, that was better. Oh, I'm almost dead, I think. I hope my armor recharges. Oh, yeah, that was terrible. Just wasn't prepared for that. Wasn't prepared for how resistant they'd be to the flamethrower, and how fast I was going to run out of that laser either. Plus those xenomorphs in the elevator kind of took me by surprise when I was just about to try an experiment with a different weapon on them. Anyway, I'm gonna just take the risk with these eggs and not splatter them with the flamethrower, and take the risk that there's no facehuggers in them. Well, that was a good jump, wasn't it, onto this catwalk here. I'll try the laser on the xenomorphs. Wow, it's really splattering on this, isn't it? So it recharges, it seems, this laser, rather than having a finite amount of ammo. I think that was just the acid. Oh, it's still alive, that horrendous thing. I'll try. I thought that was a xenomorph. I'll try the other arms weapons now, I think. Get away, you creepy flying things. Bit of an embarrassment though, wasn't it, being killed by those synthetics when I'm in this big exosuit? Let's go and kill them now though, for sure. Looks like
this is an old survey site. They abandoned it after the POC went down.
Looks like I say, I was taken by surprise at first by the xenomorphs in this elevator as well. Why do I keep bouncing around when I try to sidestep in this elevator shaft?
Complications.
Sure is getting steamy in here now. Like, which way does this elevator open anyway? Ah, this way. Wow, look at this gun. Hard to see them in the dark though, the xenomorphs. Hi friends. Well, that was a bit slackerish of them to not finish. It's a facehugger. Why, if I wasn't in this If I wasn't in this exosuit, that facehugger would have probably gotten on my face and given me a nasty shock, wouldn't it? The horrible, dastardly thing that it is. Now, if I can remember where I had to go and what I had to do, or not smart to get to the edge of that gap, especially with how this thing moves faster, it seems, when I'm crouched, which is strange. These curvaceous walls are awfully futuristic looking, aren't they? And I wonder what our alternate fire does with this secondary arm here. It's just like a sewer or a sewer grating or something in the hive. Well, technically this isn't a hive, it's like remnants of ancient alien technology, isn't it? And when I say alien, I'm not referring to the xenomorphs, I'm referring to another race entirely. Apparently, in aliens lore, the race known as the pilots, I think they were called, are thought to have created the xenomorphs as weapons, but then largely had their population devastated by the xenomorphs when the xenomorphs eventually and inevitably turned on them. According to oh, this is explosives, this. Although I don't really want to use explosives. So now that we know what all our stuff does, I'm gonna go back to the flamethrower for a while, since we seem to be coming across mainly xenomorphs now. We know what to use if we come across the synthetics after
that
all.
Is steam power. The turbines must be full. Follow the pipes and clear out whatever's obstructing the steam.
Oh, that flamethrower sure is good against those pesky xenomorphs, which seem comparable to insects compared to me now that I'm standing tall in my synthetic here. I didn't take note of what our lady friend said either, so I'm just guessing she said something along the lines of that we need to destroy these struts sticking into this rather strange looking alien construction here in order to power it down, maybe. And because we have lasers as more of an accuracy kind of weapon, let's use it here to destroy those struts, shall we? That sound that our suit made me scared that xenomorphs were coming just then. Have I got rid of all of them now, those struts? No. I dare say it'll be obvious when we have managed to get rid of them all. And yes,
That should do it.
yes. Now I imagine we'll be attacked by xenomorphs. Now that's some advanced technology. And according to aliens lore, the writers would have us believe, so-called so-called intellectuals in the aliens' lore credited the pilots with creating the human race, which I think of as quite a load of nonsense, really, because you'd think that a race advanced enough to create humanity would be smart enough to not be killed by savage alien creatures, by savage xenomorphs that they created as weapons. But you'd think they'd be far too enlightened to even want to create savage killing machines to wage war with, in fact, wouldn't you? So yes, I'd say it's a load of nonsense myself. And obviously, only God could create humankind. The Father of Jesus Christ and the originator of the Holy Spirit. Just wanted another look at this construct here. Anyway, let's head over here now and continue with our work in this sinister place. We're very fast in this, aren't we? That's very satisfying, taking out all those xenomorphs like that in such expeditious form and fashion. Wow, it can be hard to see them though, can't it? When they're running all over these walls and ceilings and what have you. That must be how the xenomorphs outsmarted the so-called creators, the pilot species. Shame I'm starting to run out of flamethrower juice now though, isn't it? Anyway, let's give this generator here the same old treatment. That's if it is indeed a generator anyway. Looks kind of organic looking for a kind of artificial construction, doesn't it? So I wonder where we go now, and what we do now, for that matter. Oh look, a Praetorian. What do we use here? I know. Oh, a minigun. Oh, that's you, aren't you? Compared to your other alien friends. Why am I moving so slowly now? Maybe it was because, I don't really know why. I was thinking maybe the Praetorian had somehow drained the juice and energy of the suit or something, but no, I think it was all my prolific usage of the lasers against the Praetorian, which drained the juice of our mech here, wasn't it? And made me go slower. So yes, the Praetorian didn't get a victory over me after all. It was just a case of me outsmarting myself to an extent. What's with all this booming and bumping now? Oh, there's more of them behind me. So enjoy being splattered all over the carpet, Xeno boys.
Should be just ahead now. You're close. Great.
What is?
Now what? Harrison?
Oh, another Praetorian, I think. You don't like hot lead, do you, eh, Praetorian boys? More xenos to take care of. That was quite fun, splattering them all over the place like that. Surely I must be running out of bullets for this at some point though. I haven't been keeping an eye on which number represents the amount of ammo I have for this big heavy duty machine gun or whatever it is. I'm not gonna just fall through here if I try to get past them. Well, yeah, I suppose that seemed like an invisible wall ahead of me there, so I'm guessing that was intended to happen. Especially with how I remember losing our exosuit right now, as a matter of fact, baby dolls.
You hear that? That's an exosuit. Frosty, is that you? Frosty, watch
Yes.
out. Something big is coming your way. Good to see you, Frosty. We're in a bit of a tight spot. They're still coming. God damn it.
Russian language. Anyway, let's read our mission briefing before we continue, since I think this might be short. Hey, we haven't got any flares. All of a sudden, what gives? Weyland-Yutani debriefing. The incident, bray. Actually, I wonder if I should continue with this. After all, I've been going a while. Yeah, well, because it might be short. Weyland-Yutani debriefing. The incident, bray. Appendix V. Scientific briefing, bray. Once the xenomorph population reaches a critical environmental mass, we judge somewhere between 1,000 and 2,000 base living units. The hive pheromones change, bray. What we call spreading begins as the young queens search out new territories, bray. This is the normal state of affairs, bray. Of course, should the Empress die, or even abdicate if such a thing were possible, one of the young queens would have to replace her, bray. One can only imagine the fury and storm generated by such instinctive and violent urge, bray. So you're telling me that xenomorph hives can eventually reach population levels of 2,000 or so individuals? Well, that sure seems like a futile endeavor then, doesn't it? The idea of being able to completely purge a xenomorph hive and clean it out, unless you're going to use like nukes or something. Oh, don't tell me I've got stuck on the exosuit for jumping on top of it. Seriously, don't people playtest games thoroughly or anything like that? I'm gonna have to kill myself then, obviously, so that I can. Wait, do I? You're telling me I don't have the means to kill myself? What on earth is this nonsense? Just that I've only got my pistol and knife. Oh no, I'm gonna have to reload it then. And I can't destroy this or anything. Obviously not, with how tough it was for me. Yeah, I'll reload.
Watch out, something big is coming your way. Good to see you, Frosty. We're in a bit of a tight spot. They're still coming. God damn it.
Why doesn't it say Alice on the front of it like it did when we were on the ship? Anyway, it's a shame to leave our beloved Alice here, isn't it? But she served us well. And who knows? We might be able to retrieve her at some point in better times. Don't like heading into a hive, though, without the protection of Alice all of a sudden. Could be facehugger eggs here and whatnot. But I am feeling brave, though. Have we got our night vision goggles still? No. Okay then. What's with all this steam here? Doesn't hurt. I'm wary about jumping over these little struts and constructs here in case I jump into a load of facehugger eggs. I get a shock, get a huge shock. When the xenomorph suddenly leaps, when the facehugger suddenly leaps on my face, on my pretty face. So I take it that's the way we came from. Oh no, it's not. And yet I thought we were too soon when passing that other entrance to encounter the same entrance again that we came out of. So, let's just double check. Unless we were high up or something. Can I even get back on this little pathway up here? No, so I'm guessing that was the way it came from then. Having a hard time making these jumps sometimes. So, I'll just double check, well, triple check I should say. Yes, maybe this chamber's just smaller than I'm thinking it is, really. Okay, then let's head out of here. Oh, that's awful creepy looking in there, isn't it? I'll try and be smart about this and go for stealth, although I don't think stealth's really going to be a thing here. Oh no. That's a queen, I do so believe. Oh, get away, queen. Press the... Well, I should have this... What should have? What's that? Oh, that's a Praetorian, is it? I think. Why haven't I got any other guns? Oh yeah. Here. Oh, get back, Queenie. I don't want you in my face. I thought there was like a minigun here. I can't remember though. Why is that Praetorian or whatever just standing there? Die, Queen. Oh, it's right on my back. Yeah. Oh yeah. This is it. Die, Queenie. I can't even see it through the muzzle flash. Oh, what's happening here? I feel like I'm getting paralysed or something. Oh, that was the Queen, so tough that I could pretty much empty me minigun on her, and she'd only had just less than half health. That's just a load of newbie cheating, I say. Plus the fact that I couldn't find a minigun for ages as well. That's just incredibly dodgy circumstances, if you ask me, baby dolls. Yeah.
Watch out, something big is coming your way. Good to see you, Frosty. We're in a bit of a tight spot. They're
Thanks,
still coming.
baby.
God damn it.
What's your language?
Stay focused, Marines.
Up we go now, out of this place to the boss fight.
Pull out.
Now to find the guns again. Oh, get away, Queen. I don't want you in my face. I am looking a bit like a badass though, aren't I, using a pistol against a Queen like that? Oh, now where's that minigun again? That it? No. Stay away so I can use the rockets on you. Oh, that's bad. Strange how the Queen can't catch up to me though, isn't it, being so big and all. But could at least give me out as well. I mean, surely I'm not the only one to give myself splash damage in this fight. Stop your mouth breathing, you creep. And let's get on with this fight. Can't even see her again. Oh, that seemed rather dubious again, I think. The way I was blasting her away with the minigun, and her health seemed like higher than it should have been, I think. I'll try again, yeah.
You hear that? That's an exosuit. Frosty, is that you?
Yes,
Frosty, watch out, something big is coming your way. Good to see you, Frosty. We're in a bit of a tight spot. They're still coming.
I see that.
God damn it.
What's your language?
Stay focused, Marines. Pull out.
Still, at least I know where the minigun is, more or less, now. I think. It's obviously the Queen knows the place better than I do. You're giving me the creeps by leaping at me like that, so stop doing it. What? Oh, I must have killed one of my fellow Marines. This is just getting ridiculous, this, isn't it?
That's an exosuit. Frosty, is that you?
Yeah, it's
Watch
me.
out, something big is coming your way.
Okay.
We're in a bit of a tight spot. They're still coming. God damn it.
What's your
Stay
language?
focused, Marines. Pull out.
Oh, yes. Anyway, shouldn't I have a smart gun at this point as well? I'm not sure. Time to die, Queen. Oh, we're running out so fast. stop your mouth breathing. That doesn't seem very good on her, the smart gun. Her health is staying very begrudgingly high. Yeah, I'm almost out of this. Hey, but I must have been pressing the wrong button then for me minigun. Take this, Queenie. Oh, but is she invincible when she's summoning the drones? Oh, what kind of newbie cheating is that, as I say? If she's invincible when summoning the other drones. Die, Queen. You're dead this time. Yes, sure you are. Get away, drones. Oh, that's the Queen, isn't it? Yeah. Amazing how the it makes you wonder how the drones can catch me, but the Queen can't, doesn't it? I mean, you'd think she'd be the fastest with her being the biggest and having the long legs and all, wouldn't you? She's behaving rather strangely, running back and forth, isn't she? Oh yes, it's over. Bye, Queen. Oh no, that Praetorian's there. And I can't seem to hurt it. Still, maybe we can outrun it. Oh yeah. Come on, reload. Yes. There's our friends running up ahead of us. Have I got any other guns? No. Oh, reload, quick! What? Oh yeah. Of course it fallen to me death there. There's our ship. Keep running, Frosty baby! Oh! What? How did that not count as the end of the level? What on earth? And how does the xenomorphs come down here to attack? I mean, I know. Well, yeah, they can take never-ending falls, but that just seemed very glitchy. I think. Of course, I knew the xenomorphs were going to be right on my tail, so why wasn't the ship there, ready for me to land onto it? It's like my cowardly marine friends had just decided to fly off without me, the stupid, cowardly idiots that they are. Now I've got to do this again. Okay, come on, Queen. I don't want to your tricks this time. I know that you're invincible and I know that you cheat and use invincibility hacks when you're summoning your friends. And you're summoning your pathetic little drones against me, but that's not going to help you this time. Oh, I couldn't properly collect that, whatever it was, the rockets, I think. She's invincible now while she's summoning the drones, so, Alright, Queen. This seems to do an impressive amount of damage on the pulse rifle, doesn't it? Anyway, let's get to our ammo box here so that we can get more. Come on. How many else is smart gun already? Oh, they're everywhere. The xenomorphs all of a sudden. How is that one surviving for so long? They must have killed it by now. Oh, that's good. We've got grenades again. So you're gonna die now, not the xenomorphy boys. Yes you are. Oh yes. What? The grenades work against the... Why is it doing nothing anyway? That's that Praetorian. I might have missed a gun there. And this time don't fly away without me, Marines. Yes, here we are. We're going to escape this time. Oh, whoa! I thought I had more space to back up onto there. And why was this... Why does the sniper rifle have to be so slow to fire anyway? This is just absolute unadulterated stuff and nonsense, I say this. What on earth? Oh, I'm gonna do it this time though, because I was cheated and robbed pretty much blatantly for those last two times, I say. I haven't seen such blatant cheating and duplicitous conduct in a long time as I have here with this.
Pull out!
Well, why does the queen have to be so fast, and yet she isn't able to deal harm to me when she's chasing me. Kind of a strange phenomenon, but I suppose I shouldn't really complain. Oh, I missed that grenade. We've got the minigun. Why does it always have to be so hard to find a minigun? So you're back for more booty kicking, are you, like Queenie? Well, I'm happy to dish it out for you. Just like that, the minigun ammo's gone in a heartbeat again. That's smart gun bullets. Come on, I'm pressing 7 on. I think I've got the smart gun bullets, so why aren't I getting the smart gun out when I press that button? Yeah, I'm pressing 7 and I've got smart gun bullets, so why aren't I getting it out? Come on! Oh. Right, it's time to win now. It's time to kill this abomination. But yeah, that's absolute nonsense, isn't it? I can't get the smart gun out, even though I've got ammo for it. Oh, what do you mean to say I didn't have the smart gun? I must have been using it earlier in the battle. Yes, okay, we're done now, so it's time to go. And I've got a reasonable amount of smart gun ammo as well. No idea why this, why that Praetorian does nothing though. Oh yes, I should have been collecting all this smart gun ammo all along, shouldn't I, really, when you think? It's just I was panicking too much and putting too much effort into running away and not seeing it. But yeah, this is a good suspenseful chase scene, this, isn't it? I've always liked it. Always found it impressive. Okay, hurry up and land. Praetorians here. Are you never gonna land or what? Oh, it's just fun. Oh yes. I'll jump on. Yes, got it. That would have been horrific if I hadn't pulled that jump off the. And you see, yes, you see, I had to do it right there and then, didn't you? Without those two Praetorians were pretty much breathing down my neck there on the end of that catwalk. Anyway, we've beaten the game, well, at least in the Marine campaign.
Get me a connection to Tomiko, now.
Are you okay?
We did it. We're coming for you.
You'll pass on the data to my father?
You can give it to him yourself. We're airborne now.
Get clear then. Hurry.
What are you talking about? I'm on my way.
No time.
Don't give up, Tomiko. You hear me?
They're not going to save this place. I won't let them.
Whatever you're doing, stop! Get to the landing bay.
What's your first name, anyway?
Andrew.
Take care, Andrew. Tomiko out.
Tomiko! Tomiko!
I'm reading power spikes off the scale. Hold on, everyone.
What?
Tomiko.
Oh. I was too fast to even read in my mind, let alone out loud. Anyway, at least McCain had some sense in that he was discouraging other attempts at salvaging whatever research gains Weyland-Yutani had made on that planet regarding the xenomorphs and whatever else questionable activities they were getting up to the baby dolls. But yes, Harrison Shaw had never-ending endurance, didn't he, really, to where we was ready to go back down to try and rescue Tomiko as well. But the sad thing is, I think, baby dolls, that when you think about it, Tomiko probably wouldn't have done much to kind of save humanity from Weyland-Yutani's greed, would she really, with how they were so determined to try and breed xenomorphs, Weyland-Yutani, that they would have just probably found other xenomorph specimens and infested planets and outposts and whatnot in other places and just started trying to breed and weaponize them there. And so, in my book, humanity would have constantly been at risk from them as long as the corporation existed, pretty much. And that's why, baby, that you should always, that you should never trust these supermassive corporations which promise they're going to bring ages of enlightenment and technological development to humanity at the expense of sacrificing people to do it. Like they were doing, putting warm bodies in bad places with the xenomorphs, trying to harness their deadly power. Anyway, that's the Marine campaign done, Sonny Jim, so let's quit the game and stop our video. impressive that I managed to do those 2 sections in just over an hour, isn't it, eh, baby dolls? So yes, until next time, baby dolls, I'll catch you all later. Goodbye, yes.